you finding it difficult to manage your finances, despite putting in the effort? With rising debt, an affordability crisis, and stagnant wages in 2026, many are facing financial struggles. It's crucial to recognize the early warning signs of financial stress so you can take action before things spiral out of control. In this video, we'll explore 8 warning key indicators that could point to trouble ahead. By identifying these red flags early, you can take steps to regain control of your financial situation. Let's dive in. 1. Living beyond your means. Do you find that your paycheck is gone before you can even blink? Living beyond your means is the #1 warning sign that your financial foundation is shaky. If you're spending more than you're earning on a consistent basis, it's time to hit the reset button. The reality is that 2020's excess cost of living has been rising faster than many of our incomes, making it even easier to fall into the trap of overspending. If you constantly rely on credit cards to make ends meet, or you're getting into debt just to cover essentials, then you're caught in a vicious cycle that could be hard to escape. Try using a budgeting tool like the 50/30/20 rule. Allocate 50% for your needs, 30% for your wants, and 20% for savings or paying down debt. If you don't track your spending, you could unknowingly be living in financial chaos. Start by assessing where your money is going each month. Are there any areas where you can cut back? This could be the first step toward gaining control of your finances. If you're consistently spending beyond your means, it's time to make a change before it's too late. 2. Relying on credit for essentials. Are you using credit cards or loans to buy groceries or pay for basic needs like utilities and gas? This is a huge red flag. Credit cards should be a tool for convenience, not a means to cover essential expenses. If you find yourself relying on buy now, pay later services just to survive the month, your financial health may be at risk. Relying on credit for daily necessities means you're living paycheck to paycheck. This can trap you in an endless cycle of debt, especially when high interest rates make it difficult to pay down your balances. In 2026, experts predict that more and more people will be affected by lifestyle debt, limiting upward mobility and making it harder to save or invest for the future. Instead of turning to credit, consider how you can adjust your spending habits. Cutting back on unnecessary expenses and building up an emergency fund can help you avoid having to rely on credit for things that should be part of your regular budget. 3. Only making minimum payments. Making only the minimum payment on your credit cards can feel like a short-term solution, but it's a major warning sign. If you're only paying the minimum balance, your debt is likely growing due to high interest rates. This could lead to a serious problem down the road, especially if you're unable to pay off the principal amount. Financial experts recommend paying off high-interest debt first, using strategies like the debt snowball or debt avalanche methods. With the debt snowball method, you tackle your smallest debts first, gaining momentum as you move to bigger ones. The debt avalanche focuses on paying off the highest interest debts first, which saves you the most money in the long run. In 2026, it's crucial to eliminate credit card debt as soon as possible. If you're only paying the minimum, you're paying far more in interest than you should, making it harder to get ahead financially. To break free from the minimum payment trap, set up a plan to pay off your credit card balances faster and avoid accumulating new debt. 4. Frequent late fees and overdrafts. Constantly missing payment deadlines or overdrawing your bank account is a serious issue. These are signs that your financial management needs an overhaul. When you're struggling to make payments on time, it's usually because your cash flow isn't steady or predictable. This is especially concerning if you find yourself getting hit with overdraft fees or late charges regularly. Late fees can be as high as $35 per missed payment, while overdraft fees can drain your account by $50 to $100 per occurrence. These fees are avoidable, but they can quickly add up and set back your finances even further. Over time, they can impact your credit score and make it more difficult to qualify for loans or get favorable interest rates. To solve this problem, start by organizing your bills and setting up automatic payments. You can also use budgeting tools to keep track of your cash flow and make sure you always have enough to cover your expenses. By staying on top of your payments, you'll avoid unnecessary fees and maintain a healthier financial outlook. 5. Lack of financial resilience, zero savings. Not having any savings or an emergency fund is a huge red flag in 2026. Life is unpredictable, and without a financial cushion, you could quickly find yourself in a difficult situation when unexpected expenses arise. Whether it's a medical emergency, job loss, or major car repairs, not having any savings to fall back on means you're more likely to rely on credit to cover these costs, which can get you deeper into debt. Most financial experts recommend having at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved in a high-yield savings account, HYSA, for emergencies. This money should be easily accessible, so you don't have to worry about using high-interest credit cards or loans when things go wrong. Building an emergency fund can take time, but it's one of the most important steps in securing your financial future. Start by setting small, achievable savings goals. Even saving a small percentage of your income each month can add up over time, giving you the peace of mind that you're prepared for whatever comes your way. 6. Using one debt to pay another. Taking out new loans or using credit to pay off existing debts is a dangerous cycle that's hard to break. This usually indicates that you're caught in a vicious cycle of debt where you're constantly borrowing to cover previous borrowings. While this might seem like a short-term solution, it only masks the underlying issue and leaves you with more debt to manage in the long run. In 2026, the problem with debt accumulation is more prevalent than ever, and relying on loans to pay off credit card bills or payday loans only digs you deeper into a financial hole. If you're using one form of debt to pay off another, it's time to reevaluate your financial situation and come up with a strategy to get out of debt for good. To stop this cycle, create a debt repayment plan that prioritizes paying off high-interest loans first. Avoid taking out new loans unless absolutely necessary, and focus on budgeting to cover your monthly expenses without relying on credit. 7. Financial avoidance and secrecy. Ignoring bills, avoiding bank statements, or hiding financial problems from a partner are clear signs of financial stress. This behavior is often driven by overwhelming anxiety about money. Avoiding your finances can make the situation worse, leading to missed payments, mounting debt, and even damage to your credit score. Addressing your financial issues head-on is crucial for regaining control. Start by tracking your spending and reviewing your bills regularly to stay on top of your finances. Having open discussions about money with a partner can help relieve stress. 8. Physical and mental health impact. Did you know that financial stress can cause physical symptoms like insomnia, headaches, and chronic anxiety? If money worries are keeping you up at night or affecting your performance at work, your finances have reached a critical tipping point. Financial stress is linked to long-term health problems, including heart disease and depression, which only makes the situation worse. In 2026, nearly half of adults report that financial stress is impacting their mental and physical health. This is a clear indicator that your financial situation is out of control and needs immediate attention. Financial stress can also affect your relationships, as constant money worries create tension and communication breakdowns. To manage financial stress, it's crucial to address the underlying issues. Take small steps to improve your financial situation, such as creating a budget, reducing debt, and building an emergency fund. If needed, consult a mental health professional to help cope with the emotional toll financial difficulties can cause. There you have it, 8 warning signs that indicate your finances may be out of control. If you recognize any of these signs in your own financial situation, it's important to act quickly to regain control. Start by setting realistic goals, creating a budget, and seeking advice when needed. Your financial future depends on the choices you make today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe for more tips on managing your finances. Let's take control of our financial health together.